Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into something that hits close to home for pretty much all of us: how to finally get organized in 2026. Be honest with yourself for a second here. How often do you wake up and instantly feel crushed by a to-do list that just keeps getting longer and longer? You know that feeling, right? When unpaid bills are kind of lingering in the back of your mind, appointments somehow get missed, and it literally feels like you're just treading water. It's totally exhausting. Well, today, we're going to break down exactly how to leave all that chaos in the rearview mirror. Seriously, have you ever felt like there just aren't enough hours in the day? It's a completely universal frustration. We all experience this intense time poverty, where no matter how fast you run, important stuff just falls through the cracks. And honestly, the worst part? It's that sinking realization when your big, meaningful goals seem to slip further and further away with each passing week. But listen, you are not alone in this, and it's absolutely not a personal failure. It's really just a matter of strategy. We really need to dismantle this massive myth that staying organized requires you to just, grind more, push a heavier boulder up a hill, or sacrifice your precious sleep. No way! The truth, drawn directly from our source material today, is that true organization actually requires a simple, well-oiled system. You need a system that does the heavy lifting for you, one that helps you manage your time so you can hyper-focus on what actually matters most. So, we're going to walk through 10 very specific planning habits that will completely change the way you organize your life.
Okay, let's dive into this. Section 1, Mastering Time and Goals. This is our very first pillar for regaining control of our time.
Habit number 1 revolves entirely around the magic number 5. Plan your day before it starts, and literally, it only takes 5 minutes. If you spend just 5 minutes every single evening jotting down your top priorities for tomorrow, it's a real game changer. Why the evening, though? Well, because this simple little habit helps you wake up with a totally clear plan. Instead of starting your morning playing defense, feeling immediately overwhelmed by everything on your plate, you wake up on the offense. You already know exactly what needs to be tackled first.
Moving right along to habit number 2, use a weekly planner. So while those daily 5 minutes give you laser focus, a weekly overview gives you balance. It lets you zoom out. You get to see how work, family, appointments, and your own personal time all fit together like a giant puzzle. When you can see the whole shebang laid out in front of you, you stop panicking that you're dropping the ball somewhere. You can actually navigate your week without that constant low-level stress humming in the background.
And this brilliantly illustrates habit number 3, tracking your goals by breaking them down. Let's face it, big goals can be totally paralyzing if you just stare at them, but they become entirely achievable when you start with those large objectives, break them down into weekly actions, and then finally turn them into daily habits. It's like you aren't trying to climb the whole mountain in one giant leap. You're just focusing on taking the very next logical step right in front of you.
Section 2, Organizing Life and Health. Now that our time is sorted out, we're pivoting to the personal sphere to focus on the day-to-day mechanics of life and your well-being.
Now we're going to rapid fire through habits 4 through 7. These are the daily actions that truly compound. Habit 4 is creating a budget. Knowing exactly where your money goes every month dramatically cuts down financial stress and makes saving a breeze. Then there's habit 5, planning your meals. This is an absolute lifesaver. It saves you time, cuts down on food waste, and automatically helps you make healthier choices. Habit 6 is all about building better routines by tracking things like your water intake, exercise, reading, or just getting enough sleep. Those tiny improvements every single day lead to massive results over time. And habit 7, keep your home organized. Implementing cleaning schedules and simple home organization checklists makes managing household chores incredibly easy.
So the crucial point is habit number 8. Taking care of yourself isn't a luxury, it's an important part of staying productive and avoiding burnout. You know how it is. When things get super busy, self-care is almost always the very first thing we drop. We prioritize endless chores and emails over our own health. But scheduling actual self-care needs to be a non-negotiable habit. It's literally the fuel that keeps your entire engine running.
Section 3, your complete planning system. We've covered a lot of different habits here, but now we need to tie all of these moving parts together into one sustainable, cohesive flow.
Habit number 9 is absolutely essential for keeping up that momentum. Review your progress every week. The source material suggests taking just a few minutes each weekend to sit down and reflect. This is your dedicated time to celebrate your wins, which, by the way, is incredibly important for staying motivated. You can adjust any plans that maybe went a little off track and prep yourself for the week ahead. Think of it as a weekly reset button that keeps your whole system running smoothly.
And finally, we arrive at habit number 10. Use one complete planning system. Honestly, this is a massive pitfall for so many of us. You go out and buy a planner for work, a completely different notebook for your budget, maybe a separate app for your fitness, and suddenly, just managing your planners becomes a full-time job. No thank you. Instead of juggling a million different things for every single area of your life, the secret is to use one unified approach that has absolutely everything you need in one centralized place.
Let's move to and see how this builds into a real-world solution. You really need to organize everything into personal life, work, and health. And that is exactly why the 140-plus printable planner bundle was created. It includes planners for literally everything we've just covered: budgeting, productivity, goal setting, fitness, meal planning, business, home organization, family planning, students, teachers, travel, self-care, the whole 9 yards. And the absolute best part? It's all available as an instant PDF download. You can print it out whenever you want a physical copy or just seamlessly use it digitally on your tablet. It's the ultimate unified approach to that simple system we talked about at the very beginning of this explainer.
So I'll leave you with this question. With one simple system, what will you achieve in 2026? Just imagine waking up with a completely clear mind. Your big goals are broken down into easy daily steps. Your finances and meals are completely planned out, and your home is running like clockwork. That beautifully organized future is entirely within your reach. If you're ready to simplify your life and put these 10 habits into practice, you'll find a link to the 140-plus printable planner bundle right in the description below. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Start building these habits today, and I'll catch you next time.